And so basically, it was one of those things where he was. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining into another channel. Today is story time.
Maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh, 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 let's hear it for the boy.
So I have some friends, and we kind of had to work with together about what you do and you don't do around service dogs. If you're anything like me, I'm really chill back, laid back, and I kind of don't care about a lot. As long as you're not gonna hurt my dog, I'll be fine. And I started to realize that the more freedom I gave to my friends to basically treat him like a dog, not a service dog, it kind of got things out of hand sometimes. And so I had to kind of relook at some stuff and relook at how I was allowing my friends to treat my service dog. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit of backstory about what's going on. Washington is my mobility dog. He helps me balance. I have a prosthetic leg, and I don't have all the bones in my body that most people do. I'm actually in my hip, in my legs, in my hands. And so anyway, he is there for me to balance. I can balance on him. I can even lean on him. He picks up things, but the thing that I need him the most is definitely helping me walk, especially on uneven terrains. I fall a lot, like way too much. I'm very klutzy. Basically, I can lean on him in the harness, even without the harness, and he helps me balance on uneven terrain like rocks up a mountain, gravel, even concrete. Like you just never know. I use him for that purpose. So basically what happened was we were at a lake, and a river actually, and we were all having a great time. I even brought his harness with me because of, again, of the uneven terrain. And I had taken it off because we were all at the lake. We brought some chairs to sit on, and we were all just, relaxing and everything. And my friends were actually in the river walking around and having fun. And one of my friends, let's call her Lulu. Lulu had asked if she could have the dog and just kind of walk around with him and do the thing. And I was like, well, yeah, sure, I guess that's fine. I'm sitting down anyway. I'm not doing anything, and he needs, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine. So I took off his harness. She grabbed his leash and everything was okay for a while. And another friend of mine, we'll call him Jack, and was like, I'm gonna throw a stick into the river. I'm sure you know where this is going. I'm talking with my other friends. Of course, I'm keeping an eye on Washington and whatnot. And I had some other friends already that were throwing sticks and rocks and whatnot. And so I was like, that's fine, nothing out of the norm here. And Washington, all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, runs into the lake, chasing after something. I was not happy. I freaked out. What the crap? What's going on? What are you doing? This is a ongoing, pretty strong current river, by the way. I about had a panic attack because Washington was running with the current. And mind you, there are sharp rocks in this thing. And I was like worried as heck. And he was trying so hard to get back with me. I was flipping out because he had unhooked his leash. Can I just say how ticked off I was? I was ticked. I was like, no, 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 no. You do not do that. You asked me first. To Lulu, why didn't you ask me if he could do that for me? Guys, you do not do that. You do not take someone else's service dog and then just expect that you can just throw a stick. He could have been injured. He could have broken his leg. He could have gotten a bad cut. I mean, endless things could have gone. He could have drowned in current. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? Anyway, Washington did swim back with the stick, and he was okay. But guys, I was so mad. I was livid. I was furious. You don't just, if you're gonna take someone else's service dog that someone says, okay, yeah, sure, you can take him and walk around with him, mind you. I said walk. I didn't say throw a stick in the river. If you're gonna you take someone's service dog, you know there's a service dog, you know the handler needs the service dog, and you're just gonna throw a stick in there without asking, what is wrong with you? He got back, and I had it out with him. I had it out with Lulu. I had it out with both of them. I said, you do not do that. I said to you, Lulu, yes, you can have my dog. You can walk around my dog. That's fine. I get it. Washington loves Lulu. Lulu loves Washington. No, you don't do that. And to my guy friend, he was like, I'm so sorry. And they were both really apologetic. It was bad on my part too. I learned my lesson too, guys. Like, I'm not gonna be doing that again. I'm not just gonna hand them off to my friends anymore, because you never know what they're gonna do. Something could have happened, and it could have been really anything. He could have even run off with the leash with her if he was walking with her. And so it's one of those things that you just don't know what's gonna happen. I take full responsibility in also in letting Lulu have the dog to walk around. And so I definitely learned my lesson. I don't want it to make it out like I'm blaming it all on them. It was not all their fault. And I do need to realize that just because I'm able to be a little less informal around my friends doesn't mean Washington does, especially around uneven terrains. And I probably confused him too, because even after he got out of the water and everything, he still wanted to play. And that wasn't helping me because we were leaving at that time, but he didn't really understand that. And that's also why I have his harness sometimes and then I don't have his harness sometimes. So it's just one of those things that I have to be careful with as well. I need to understand that sometimes he just needs to work, even though I'm relaxed and having fun or whatever the case may be. But I'm also saying all this for any of you who are friends of service dog handlers. Just be respectful. If they say, yes, you can have the dog to walk, don't just do something else without the service dog handler's permission. It's very important because you don't know if something's gonna happen. The main thing I'm trying to say is just be respectful of service dog handlers and their service dog. And you could be taking away somebody's cane in a way. And what I mean by that is you're gonna have, like, Washington is my cane. He helps me walk. Yeah. Right. So thank you all for watching today. I really appreciate it. Washington says thank you as well. Make sure to like and subscribe and join us next time for another episode of Let's Hear It for the Boy. Bye!
My baby, he don't talk sweet. He ain't got much to say. But he loves me, loves me, loves me. I know that he loves me.